Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day so far. In today's video, we are going to be exploring opportunities with Lumen. And right now they have multiple positions open. Okay. So Lumen is one of those organizations that continue to offer fully remote positions. These are full-time jobs, and they also in some cases offer part-time positions as well. So that is the reason why I think Lumen is a place to continue to keep an eye on, because they are always having opportunities that can potentially be good positions for people to apply for. So right now they have a lot of revenue strategist type of roles. They have opportunities in sales. They have opportunities as administrative assistant, customer service type of roles, etc. So we're going to just quickly go through some of them. The first one is in the area of customer service, which is customer success consultant. You're going to see that most of the requirements are mostly around, kind of making sure customers are doing well, ensuring any customer issues are resolved very closely with customers to make sure that products and services that Lumen offers are in full understanding of it, and if there are any type of loopholes or concerns or any type of issues they have with particular services, that they are raising it so as to continue to keep them as customers for those services. Whomever takes this position, the goal is to make the customers happy, educated, informed, and comfortable as possible. With this position, they're looking for 5+ years of customer success or account management type of experience. They want you to have a bachelor's degree, or if you don't have a bachelor's degree, equivalent work experience, which is in addition to the 5 years, 3 to 4 years additional would be necessary if you do not have a bachelor's degree. And they talk about being able to work with different sizes of customers. They also talk about having strong analytical skill set, someone who is able to turn data into easily understandable bytes, someone who is able to bring technology, merge it with data, advancement, using data to make business decisions. That's really what it is. Most importantly, just in general, having someone who has a generic enough understanding of just the business world, especially from account management perspective. That's really the key experience they are looking for. You also need to have like some Microsoft Office type of skills, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint. Compensation. So they do have the salary by different areas of the country. So you see on here 63 is for these areas, 66 to 89 for these areas, and 73 to 98 is more for areas that a lot of us have known to fall in the larger paying bracket, which is New York, Connecticut, California. They get paid the highest oftentimes throughout the United States, and their salary range is $73,000 to $98,000, and it's just based on standard of living. That's all. So that's the first position. The second position is also in customer success, and this one is customer success advocate. They have an entry-level role, and they also have a senior position. This individual is going to be making sure that they are providing mentorship for new hires. This individual would work with different new hires, work with junior employees, provide training, provide support, ensure that any type of issues or concerns they have, kind of helping them navigate those type of issues, making sure that they have a good understanding, good grasp of information, especially with regards to the day-to-day type of work. With this individual, what exactly is expected, right? So they're looking for somebody, again, the same 5+ years of customer experience, very similar to the first one. And then they are also looking for someone who has a bachelor's degree as well. If you don't have a bachelor's degree, do you have the experience to account for that? They also talk about someone who is able to be a people person, because it is essential to be able to navigate other employees. And compensation is a little bit on the lower hand position compared to the first one that we just talked about, which makes sense because this is more of an advocate versus a consultant role. So the salary is going to be between $56,000 and $87,000 per year, depending on which of the 50 states you're located. The next position we're going to be talking about is this one right here, which is titled Account Manager. This is a level 2 account manager role. With this position, what is really expected with this one? This position allows you to work from home, but it is specific to certain states. So these are the states. You have California on the list, New Mexico, Texas, Washington, Wisconsin, Montana, Missouri, Minnesota. A lot of states are on the list, but it's very important to pay attention to that list to make sure that your state is on the list before you apply for this particular role. They're looking for people in these states to apply and then be able to work from home. They also talk about will require at least 25% of time conducting sales activities outside of the office. They also have that listed here. So just want to make sure that I call that out. Though it's a fully remote role, they do have occasional being able to meet the accountants or the customers at their respective offices for meetings and things like that. With this position, you're going to be doing a lot of bidding. You're going to be doing a lot of negotiating. You're also going to be closing, signing contracts, and so forth. So providing a lot of input in terms of strategies within the organization, in terms of expansion, increase, making different plays, taking on different responsibilities, taking on other customers as well, providing feedback around, generally speaking, the organization is doing, both from a staff perspective as well as financial perspective. So that is really what this position is. They are looking for someone, again, very similar, Microsoft Office products, 5 to 7 years plus in solution-based sales methodology for enterprise technology. They are looking for somebody that has experience with Salesforce. That is not required, but it is preferred. So if you have that, I encourage you to include it in your resume. And the salary range is a little bit higher for this one. It starts at 58 and ends at approximately $112,000 per year. As I mentioned before, this really depends on where you are located, so definitely make sure you take that into consideration as you make your decision whether or not these roles are a good fit. Another opportunity I want to talk about with Lumen is titled Strategic Engagement Account Specialist. This is a level 2 position. With this position, they are expecting you to demonstrate expertise in launching sequence of new engagements. So this individual really is going to focus on the different activities as well as policies and procedures that sort of help to guide those activities within the organization. For example, they provide consulting services to technology companies. So that is a service. The question becomes, what are some policies? What are some compliance or regulatory needs around that to continue to help Lumen as an organization stand out, help Lumen to be successful, help Lumen to get more businesses on board. So this person is going to be responsible for doing just that, providing those nuanced ideas to help move the company along. So that's really what this position is about. This is what it entails. And in terms of what's expected, they are looking for someone who has enough experience, especially with regard to working, partnering with different people, doing a lot of collaboration, increasing visibility for the organization, and so forth. The salary range is between $71,000 and $109,000 per year, which is much higher than the ones I've shared before. All right, so the last position I do have is this one titled Revenue Engagement Strategist, another fully remote position. This one focuses on making sure that in general, all services, financial needs, and so forth, communication is essential, kind of making sure that all communications are happening amongst everybody. So revenue, so focusing on what is coming in and who is bringing it in. How do you tally or tap into different strengths among people that are potentially doing well, and ensuring to find ways to sort of close those gaps to make sure that people are able to be successful without necessarily getting burnt out and so forth. So this position, as I mentioned before, is fully remote, and candidates can be located in anywhere in the United States. So there is no particular state you need to reside to be eligible for this one. So you see on here, it does talk about the main responsibilities. So these are really what you're going to be doing day to day. So very important. Talks about value realization, product strategies, long range planning. So you're always going to be planning, making sure that things are the way they're supposed to be, ensuring that any type of distractions are removed, working very closely to make sure that all ideas come to fruition for the organization. The salary range for this one is much higher, just as expected, and it makes sense. The pay is between $111,000 to $172,000 per year. So those are the positions for this video. I hope you find these leads helpful. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you've not subscribed already. Till next time, I wish you all the very best of luck, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.